Welcome back to Grizz Vision here on OUGrizzlies.com. My name is Neil Rule. We're here with Coach Kampe after a 90-79 loss to Louisiana Lafayette. And Coach, tonight was a tale of two halves.
Oh yeah, I mean we really let it get away at the end of the first half. We had an 8-point lead in the ball a couple times, and we had some bad possessions. We turned the ball over 20 times tonight, you know. And we can't. You got to value the basketball. You can't have 20 turnovers in a basketball game, especially on the road against a pretty decent team. So you know that, and I thought early in the game we gave up some offensive rebounds, but there wasn't any to get because they made all their shots second half. So I guess that's the way to shore it up, is let them make every basket. You know, they shot 70-some%. I got to look at the tape. I can't say I'm happy, but you know, until I see the tape, I want to make sure. I'm disappointed in the way we played the second half. I'm disappointed in our offense. I'm disappointed in our shot selection. And I think a lot of the reason they scored the way they scored was because our offense led to that. You know, there were a lot of possessions in the game, and you can't turn the ball over 20 times and give them run-outs and give them, you know, the confidence to get open and make some easy shots and get a run going. And that's really what happened to us. We played pretty good basketball for first 18 minutes of the game, and then we weren't very good after that.
Is that one of the things that's maybe overlooked sometimes by fans from that standpoint? Maybe they don't realize when you turn the ball over, it leads to those fast breaks, it leads to those easy opportunities, and ultimately you see the crowd get involved in the game as well.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of momentum changers in that game with our turnovers, and then we went cold in the second half. You know, we couldn't make jump shots in the second half either. But that's going to happen, especially on the road, and you've got to dig in and get stops. And it's hard to get stops though when they're flying up the floor with the ball because you just turned it over.
All right, Coach, and tomorrow the early wake-up call, obviously, off to the airport, flight out to Boise, Idaho. So talk about that. How do you get the wagon circled, as it were?
Well, I mean, it's one game. You know,
right.
It's 2 games into the season. The first game of a long road trip didn't go the way we wanted it to go. The good thing is we got a lot of film. I mean, we made, like I said on the radio afterwards, you know, we got it. After we got in trouble, we got back in the game. We got it to 6. We're at the free throw line with 2 free throws. We shot 80% for the game, but we missed those 2 free throws. And then we have a player make a defensive error that allowed to a guy standing wide open, and he makes the 3. And then we turn it over, and they get a layup, and it's 11, just like that. It goes from 6 at the line shooting 2 to 11 in 30 seconds. So you're disappointed when something like that happens. I don't know how I just got on this. I thought you asked me about the trip.
But you never do that, though, Coach,
no.
So don't worry. This is the first time.
Yeah. We're gonna leave here. We're gonna drive back to New Orleans, which is about a 2-hour drive. And then we gotta get up at 6 in the morning. We gotta be at the airport by 6 for like a 6:45 flight or something like that. And then we'll fly to Boise. I think that's what, a 20-minute flight from here?
That's about it, right? No stops either.
Yeah. So Boise State's a better team than this team. So, you know, we're ratcheting up the level of competition. If we defend like we did tonight against them, then we're probably going to be in a lot of trouble.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time. We'll catch back up with you in Boise.
All right, man.